buy whenever the trend changes.
Yes, absolutely.
So, as one would always say, whenever you have a chance, when there is fear in the market, you should start becoming greedy.
Definitely.
And when we mean by becoming greedy, it means you start buying quality stocks. Hopefully, I can give you one trade today. By the end of the day, I will be able to give you one trade on TSX at least.
Oh, okay.
So let's hope for keep our fingers crossed. Right? So, all right. Good morning, everybody. Now that we have been streaming live on YouTube, let me hit with the analysis of the week that was and the week that can be expected. Right? Next week is a truncated week for trading on the North American markets since Monday is closed. So I am assuming it's a truncated week. Even if futures are open, it is speculative. It will always be the spot value, which is more important. So for a trader, it's a truncated week. That's the way it is. That means you don't get 5 days to trade. You only get 4 days to trade. Right? So watch out what the markets can do and what the markets cannot do. Let me start by sharing with you my screen and talk about the indexes that we will have. So first things first, I will talk about Dow Jones. Then I'll show you NASDAQ. Then, of course, SPY. Then, as shown to you, we will take up Tesla and other stocks also and take it up. Now, Dow Jones, this is in monthly chart. Clear? The month for us has just begun. We have just been 1 month into October, just 1 week, and the candle is greenish, but near the lower end of the previous month. The low of the previous month was 28,715 or 28,716. The low so far is 28,855. So you are about 140 or 150 points above September's low. Whenever the downtrend changes, when is the down trend expected to be in downtrend? When you have a higher low, a lower high, and a lower low, consecutive lower highs and lower lows. That means you are in the downtrend. Currently, your previous month low has not yet been touched. Forget being breached, it has not yet been touched. So at this point of time, that is the reason why you're seeing a green candle here on a monthly chart. But that being said, keep one thing in mind, your 200-day moving average, which is the red chart, is over here, which is far, far below your current price. Far below your current price. 18,430 and you are at about 29,300. That's far away. Right? So even if you are going to be falling, the red one is a 34 moving average. Even if you fall, this is expected to be your first support, 26,511, which is still 3,000 points away. So, but the super trend has turned negative and the super trend has turned flattish. Two important statements. Super trend has turned negative, bearish, and turned flattish in just 2 candles. For this to go down, become more bearish, the trend has to fall downwards. Super trend has to be downwards, which it has still not happened. Right? Your immediate resistance level will be the super trend level over here. That's 30,700. If 30,700 or 30,000 650 gets crossed on a conclusive basis, closing basis, conclusively, then your monthly super trend will change. 36,700. The high so far is 30,450 for this month. If this changes and you cross 3,700, 30,700 on Dow Jones, super trend will turn to a bullish bias. So you know your levels now. When can you expect to go long? So I would not like to go long on Dow Jones till I don't see 30,700 on the chart or on the ticker tape. That is another about 1,400 points away. So till it reaches there, any uprise, I will like to sell and take it down because the trend is bearish on the monthly chart. Let's go back and check it out on a weekly basis. Now, on a monthly chart, if I just before I go, look at the MACD, the histograms are crisscrossing between red and green. CCI is at 148, turned flat. Stochastic is negatively down. It has to cross over. But minute this high, month high, which is 30,454, if that gets taken out, you will be looking towards a higher target of 32,200 or 32,300. First target is there. Clearly earmarked to you. 32, 33,000. Clear? This is the monthly chart. Let's check out the weekly chart now. Now, exactly what we were discussing on the downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. In this case, the low is 28,715, which is for the week ended 26th of September. This week ended on 3rd of October to 7th of October. The low is 28,855. You are approximately about 140 points still above the low. That is why, if somebody remembers, I did mention it will be an interesting session today. Why is that going to be interesting? Look at your MACD, look at your CCI, look at your volumes, look at the histograms, look at the super trend. You are below the 200-day moving average. There are a lot of possibilities it will shoot out. Weekly chart. Again, currently you are at this point. What have I told you? Anything 30,700 is this point here. If this gets crossed, what can you expect? Uptick straight to mid-Bollinger Band, 31,700, and then to this level, 32,600, 33,700. But this is a weekly chart, so don't expect this to happen within 1 week. Spread it for October, November. Clear? But reversal feelings have started to come. Exhaustion in the candles have started to come. This is the day chart. Now, if you look at the day chart on Dow Jones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, from this level, it started the week. 28,800 and closed the week at 29,200. 300. It gave you a 500 plus movement over the opening bell of this week to the closing bell of the week. And it gave you a long upper tick of 30,454, where it tried to test 30,700. Remember my crucial number, 30,700, 30,650 to 30,700. It tried to test that. Look at your super trend on a day chart, turning flat. That means 30,570, if this gets taken out on a conclusive basis on a day chart, this will turn green. And thereafter, my first target will be here, 31,990. That's 32,000. Much above your upper Bollinger Band. Clear? But the day charts, because of the last two candles, signals have started curving down, giving you a negative bias. But any uptick in this, and this can always continue this trend which is taking it up. Currently, CCI is at only minus 51. It will not take long to convert this. Your stochastic is at 48 and 54 on a day chart. So your crossover of 20 has already taken place. It can always cross over and go further up. So I would now, on a day chart, if I have to buy Dow Jones, this is my stop loss, 28,700. That's about 600 point stop loss. On a 30,000 investment, a 600 30,000 investment dollar, a 600 point stop loss, first target 32. Or first target 30,900 and then 32. But when will I buy it? I like to buy it at the cross of 30,570 or 30,600. When it crosses this on a closing basis, I am a buyer. So minute your Dow Jones crosses 30,570, I am a buyer for it for a target of 30,900 and 32,000. Clear, guys? Dow Jones cleared. Let's take it to NASDAQ, our favorite stock. Again, let's start with monthly. Low 10,572. Current low 10,577. The low is being held. The low over here also was 10,565. So on a monthly basis, 10,570 and 565 is being held on NASDAQ. This is what I mean, buying and trading on the edge. You get NASDAQ at 10,000, currently at 10,652. You buy NASDAQ at 10,570 or 10,600 and wait for a bounce. That could come within a day, could come within 2 or 3 days, but you can look towards that. This has been tested not once, but on 3 monthly levels. 10,565 has not been broken for the last 5 months. Last month, 10,572 was the low. This month, 10,577 was the low. And in the month of June, 10,565 was the low. So when I say I'll be a buyer on NASDAQ at 10,570, 580. I am a buyer with a practically zero stop loss. practically zero stop loss. Why is that? Why am I saying zero stop loss? Because this support level of this super trend of 10,165 will play a major support for you. So even if you buy at 10,570, 10,200 or 10,175 will play a major support for you, because this is again going to act like a support for you to bounce back on. Clear? Another important fact, stochastic at 8 current. How much below can it go up to? It can go maximum to 2 or 3. Will it go? I doubt. CCI is turning flat. After turning flat, it can go up. Monthly chart. Watch the weekly chart now. On the weekly chart, you are below the 200 moving average. You are below the 200 moving average. Again, you have not broken this week. You haven't broken the previous week low. The previous week low was 10,572. This week, the low was 10,577. You have not yet broken it. Clear? Now, your 34 moving average is on top. That's 12,277. 28, 200. Now, your 200 moving average is at 11,129. So you could be looking to buy and keeping that as the first target also. 11,129 or 11,100. Why is that? It will always try and push on a weekly candle to somehow come above the 200-day moving average. No stock, no counter likes to be below the 200-day moving average. And this is an index, a tech-based index. It will not like to do that. Right? Watch the same chart on a day. Look at this flattening of the super trend. So if this comes down near the Bollinger Band, which is 10,500, so around 10,570, 580, look to buy first target mid Bollinger Band, 10,960. Next target, super trend, 11,500. You realize my 11,500 has been coming umpteen number of times. That's your resistance level. Clear? So NASDAQ and this done. Let's take SPY and then after that I'll take Tesla. I will take my TSX. SPY identical to NASDAQ. Identical. No change at all. Monthly. Weekly. Took a dip, flattened off. Minute the super trend flattens out, you will expect your price to go towards this. Though the last candle here on weekly is a gravestone doji, but it's a green gravestone doji. On the downward trend, it has turned up and at the 200-day moving average on a weekly basis. A 200 weekly does not get broken easily. A 200 daily can get broken off. A 200 weekly, do you realize what is the importance of 200 weekly? It's a 4-year low. A 200 weekly is a 4-year low. It doesn't get broken easily. It will get touched, it will get kissed, but it will bounce back. Look at the same thing on the monthly chart. Where are you? Monthly is impossible to break. That means you are in an absolute downtrend. No chance of reversal expected. This is the weekly chart. You are kissing the 200 day. Watch this on a day chart. You are below the 200 day. So SPY, Nasdaq, and Dow Jones are almost, Dow Jones is almost similar. Let's look at TSX. Right? Thousand points below is the first support. Look at your MACD, straight down, no chance of reversal, monthly chart. CCI, flattening, stochastic, 15 and 21. And on the monthly chart, this is just the second month of negative trend in TSX. Stochastic is already at 1521. It can cross over, and once stochastic crosses over, MACD will also work towards moving upwards. The confusion in the market, exhaustion in the market is clearly seen by the histogram changing colors frequently. And look at the CCI, right from June to now, steadily almost flattened, ready to cover. Take TSX on a weekly chart. Again, 200 moving average is far below. Now, in the week, it did show you strength, but a big candle down is a gravestone. But look at CCI curving up, look at MACD being confused, and MACD can always cover. Stochastic also at 15 and 28. In the time zone. Stochastic also at 15 and 28. But curving yet, no chance. So wait and watch. Exactly what we've been seeing for the last three to 4 weeks. Sell on rise, or buy at the rock bottom, depending upon what you're buying. Now, TSX in the day chart is still green super trend. This is what forced me to tell you, guys, get ready, something is happening. The trend changed on a day chart on Tuesday this week, and thereafter it has started falling, but this is the support on this level, 18,258. You're approximately about 250 points away. Right? So be a buyer around this level of 18,260, 18,300 with practically zero stop loss. Why do I say zero stop loss? Watch this fun now. Let me draw you a horizontal line where I exactly want it to be there. And then I'll show you the line effect. One, two, three, four. 5, and 6. On a day chart, 6 times this level of 18,276 has been tested and bounced back from. Conversely, check this on a weekly chart. 1, 2, 3. Touch and bounce back on. 276. The low previous week was 247, 250. The low here was 169. So that is the level I'm expecting it to touch and bounce back from. That is what actually gave me the reason to tell you some markets may turn and start moving up. The trend, you have seen the trend, and if you look at the day chart or the week chart, the trend has changed. It is no more higher lows and lower lows. It is now the lower lows have not yet been broken and the week is closed. And you have done a higher high. So a higher high, a higher low. The trend may have changed here. Though the last 2 or 3 days were bad for US markets, but the trend may have changed. The last 2 days were bad, but 3 days or the 5 days were good, and the trend may have changed. Clear? Any questions so far?
Sachi, before we go to stocks in particular, I had a question on NASDAQ.
Yeah.
Now, when I was looking at the NASDAQ day chart and I was looking with William R, my observation on William R was whenever, at least off late, whenever the William R has gone below 94,
yes,
right, it becomes nervous and wants to run back quickly. It typically has pointed bottoms on the William R and
yes,
not, flattening at sometimes, in the oversold or the overbought region, it tends to continue by flattening at the top. But on the
yes.
William R, when I was looking on TradingView, it had pointed bottoms. And
What
that
was your setting
also,
on William R? What was the setting? Because possibly your TradingView settings were different.
yeah, I can tell you.
Here, William R
Mine,
is clearly here, 92.
14.
14. All right.
Yes, it is currently at 92, but the moment
Yeah.
it goes closer to 94, it starts getting nervous to reverse.
Yes, it does. This is 99 here. It reverses.
And it has all pointed bottoms. It doesn't have flat bottoms.
Yes, it will have pointed bottom because it is William R. So it cannot go below 100, below minus 100.
Right. But it can continue to sustain at,
it can
if it's
continue to sustain. Yes, but the point is, minute it touches 99, 98, there is a pullback which the market will give you.
Right.
Because you are not the only trader watching Williams R. There are a lot of people watching it. And because they're watching it, they feel it's time to buy.
Right.
Which I also explained to you guys in Williams R. Unlike CCI, there's a capping on how low it can go. CCI can be like over here. If you look at Williams R here, which is 99. CCI is a 122. 96, CCI 164, falls further. 91, CCI 182, falling further. 95, CCI 139. 99, CCI 106. This is indicating to you over here exhaustion in selling or being oversold and now wanting to go up, which is why you look at this. This is the last 5 days of the last week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is the week prior to that. The 26th to 30th.
Right. Yeah.
September week. So you had exhaustion as well as in selling, and then the takeoff happens.
Mhm.
So even on Williams R, it will try and prolong the fall for a week or 10 days more, or a few more candles. But after
Okay.
that, it will, in the meantime, it will keep giving you small ticks up. Small ticks will always be there. This tick happened from 93 to 79.
Right.
Right? So this was at about 10,830, and the next day it gave you 11,100.
Correct.
Right? That's the way it goes. So
Right.
always, whenever I always suggest you take up at least 3 or 4 indicators and then work on it. Now, why do I say markets may turn here also? It is exhausted. Market is tired. And it gave you the week. It gave you a week of 3 consecutive red days, green days, and then 2 bad days, and brought you close to where we opened the week. But still, we did not
Couldn't break the low.
We did not go below the low of the open of the first day.
Right.
The low of the first day of Monday was 577. The low on the Friday was 608. You were still approximately about 30 points above Monday's low.
Correct.
Right? So that is what is giving you a further indication that now you club this with the other things happening in the world. People are exhausted. How many months have passed since the Ukraine war started off? Do you even get reporting on Ukraine war now that frequently?
No.
As compared to 3 months back when it was a front page news. Today it's in what? Page 5, page 7 news. Front page may only be a snippet in case somebody is speaking. The global platform is now shifting.
Right, sir.
So understand that aspect and then trade. All this time I was saying be a seller on rise. Now I'm saying be a buyer on dips. All this time I was saying be a seller on rise. Now I'm saying be a buyer on dips. They are 2 different things. But now, because you know what the levels are, you know your weekly supports, you buy at the support with practically 0 stop loss. Right?
Yes, sir.
If somebody remembers, I also said a statement today, just when we are about to start the streaming on YouTube. I did make a statement, but I think Chetan was talking about it, that he is now stepping into the market to watch the market. And I said, perfect timing. Why? You were out of the market when there was turmoil. Very good strategy. Cash is a strategy. Sitting on cash is a very important strategy in the market. We talk about this in practically all our classes. How can you sit on cash? Is that a strategy? Yes, it's a strategy. When the market is at crucial turning points, it is good not to trade. I'm not talking about investment, I'm talking about trading. When market is at crucial resistance or support levels, it's ideal not to trade. If you don't have the courage to trade, don't trade. At that time, sitting on cash is important. Today, I'm telling you, buy the dip. Because now, globally, people are fed up of talking about downturns, recession. People are getting exhausted. You cannot keep hearing negative news all your life. Right? So when the negative comes, it comes, it's a falling knife. It just falls down. After that, some brave hearts will try and capture that falling knife. Cut their hands, cut their legs, cut their throats, whatever they can cut, they will cut. But there will still be some foolhardy who will try and capture it. Don't do that. You are trained now, don't do that. You wait, let the market bounce back, which we have seen a little bit of reversal on the weekly charts. So it gives me a glimmer of hope. It gives me a glimmer of hope that now on a weekly chart, we can start looking for reversals. So that is why now instead of a seller on rise, I am now becoming a buyer on dips. But when I say dips, I'm very clear I will buy at my weekly supports or at strong monthly supports. Monthly supports, weekly supports, or very strong day supports. But I'm a buyer at those support levels, not at my resistance levels. Very clear. Any questions before we can go on to 1 second? Any questions on Dow Jones or Singh?
No.
All right. So I'm now going back to the other 2 or 3 scripts that we have talked of. Your favorite being Tesla. Everybody always asks me to check out Tesla. So I have already kept Tesla on show. Weekly chart. Look where you are. Support and flat. MACD turned negative. High volume. CCI clearly curving down. Stochastic has moved down openly, not even thinking of reversing. The difference is 38 and 62 or 39 and 62. Clearly, no chance of reversal. So with Tesla, and club this with the news that Elon Musk says, I will now honor my commitment to buy Twitter. Anybody remembers that discussion or that statement by Mr. Musk?
Yeah.
Anybody remembers that?
Yes.
Just recently, he has said that whatever he had committed, he'll buy Twitter now. Now go back in history, jog your mind. When this first news started coming out that he is buying Twitter, what happened to Tesla? Can somebody just check back in history? When did the news first start coming in? And check what happened to Tesla shares after that.
Yeah, it fell down.
It fell down. So please, if you're holding Tesla, get out. Book your profits or book your losses, but get out. Now, when did the news come in? Thursday night? Or was it Friday night, Wednesday night? That he again said he will talk about buying Tesla again. This is Wednesday. This is Thursday. No, this is weekly, sorry. This is weekly. Do you see the day chart of Tesla? Downtrend, super trend completely down. And look at the way it's falling. Each day gap down, some attempt to close the gap down, no attempt to close this gap, only partially filled, gap down, no attempt to close. Look at CCI, look at MACD, look at stochastic. And super trend is very clearly saying goodbye to everything. So Tesla, I will not buy at this level at all. I will wait for a complete exhaustion to take place. 206. The 206 and 208 10 is where you can first think of buying it. This is a day chart, right? 206,
Yes.
2010. First
Yes, sir. Before
time
you
you can.
finish,
Yes.
so you had mentioned the same level in the last week's analysis, and I would like to mention for those who are trading in Tesla to watch closely from mid to end of this week for that level, because next week on October 19th, Tesla earning would be released.
Yes.
So for those who would like to trade around the earnings, it's about 10 days from now.
So you should be looking to buy Tesla around 210, 26 or around 180, which is the weekly support. 180, 190 is the weekly support.
Sir,
Clear?
for puts,
Yes. Yes,
sir,
Abhijit?
for puts, can we buy next week, let's say, after it rises a little bit?
Abhijit, I would not suggest buy next week puts. I would say buy at least 2 weeks away. Your put will be somewhere around next Friday and after that. That would mean approximately, you're talking about 21st. If I was trading puts on Tesla, I would buy a Tesla put of about 200 or 210 for 21st of this month.
Yeah, yes,
Strike
sir.
price of 210.
I'm thinking about 210.
Yeah, so strike price of 210 expiring on 21st of this month.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right? So what is the current price going on?
223.
No, current price of the put of 210 strike price expiring on 21st of October.
7.95.
How much?
$7.95.
7.95, about $8. So
And
look for a dip to approximately about 6 or about 5 and then buy that put.
Okay, sir.
and it has rise 70% just in last day, like last trading day. 70%, like it was trading at $3 something and went to 7.79.
Yeah. So you look for it to come to around 5, buy the put, and then very clearly get out of the put before the earnings. Don't wait for the news of earning because you will not be in a position to close your put. So get out of the put at least in the last 1 hour of the day before the earnings is about to announce with whatever profits you are getting it out.
So you are expecting bounce back on the earnings?
So I'm expecting a small bounce in the market of Tesla to give you the entry price at 5, and then the price of Tesla will definitely fall down. So when Tesla falls to 210, your puts will go up. Because of the big Marubazu on this last week candle or on the day chart, this Marubazu, even if this goes up to about 225 or 230, your put will come down to 5.
No, sir. I'm trying to understand what you are expecting on the earning. It will go up.
No, I am not expecting anything on the earning. I am not expecting anything on the earning. I'm just going by his tweet that he wants to buy out Twitter. Last time he made this blunder, the stock prices fell down. And I am looking at the super trend and the trend of the stock. On a day chart also, it is falling. It is not giving you any chances of reversal. So from 223, I'm expecting it to go down to 210. That's about $13 lower. That's about 5% lower on the spot price. Now, if the spot price has to come down by 5%, your put options will go up substantially. So I am basically playing with the trend. I am not bothered, but I am trying to now correlate somehow I have a negative bias on Tesla, and this is known to everybody who knows me. I have a negative bias on Tesla. On Tesla, on iProducts, iPhones, and all that, I have a negative bias. I think these are overhyped products. I have a negative bias. That's why personal bias. No hard feelings to anybody who are users of these products or even to these companies. But my own bias towards these two companies is negative because I feel they are overhyped and over priced products. So which will not always run in the market.
Yes, sir.
They don't last you that long. And here, technically, it is showing me a downtrend.
But sir, looking at the 1 hour chart, it shows some bounce back. Maybe if even it goes to middle Bollinger Band, it will be around 229.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. If it comes to 225, 226,
yeah,
your put prices will come down to 5. You buy it at that time and you then take it down. Because in 1 hour chart, this 4 hours last half day of Friday was clearly steady at the same price. 223, 223, 223. $1 movement between all of this. $1 or $2 movement only. But look at the downtrend in the support trend. Even in the 1 hour chart, it's not even factoring down. So how will he go up to mid Bollinger Band? Mid Bollinger Band is 230. For that, he has to at least cross 228. Volumes in the hourly chart dropped. So I am not expecting a huge spike up in the market. As I told you also otherwise, neither in NASDAQ, nor in Dow Jones, nor in SPY, nor in TSX, you're expecting a spike in the market. Even if the market reverses, it will be a slow reversal. That slow reversal on Tesla will be only giving up to 225, 226. Currently at 223, it will give you 225, 226. That's it. At that point of time, minute you see Tesla around 226, look at your put option of 210, strike price of 210, expiring on 21st of October. It will be around 5 or less than 5. Buy it. The trend here will only change if 232 gets crossed over in Tesla, which I'm not expecting in immediate. And even if that happens at 232, this is your resistance at 240. First. Second resistance at the support trend of 250. Next at 255. You expect Tesla to move up $25 from here? Not me. Not even on the hourly chart. Watch very carefully. Munir, this is
Yes,
what? 10th of March. Let me draw you now boxes of each day. This is box 1. All right. Box 2. Box 3. You see the boxes? Are the highs on the same level or are they falling? The highs are keep reducing in size. Becoming narrower by the day. Are the boxes climbing or they're falling?
Falling.
Down-
Moni?
Yeah, falling, sir.
Falling, no? So what is that indicating to us?
Downtrend.
Weakness?
Yeah.
All 5 days of the week? All 5 days of the week. It's barely touching the mid-Bollinger Band and falling back. So even if it touches the mid-Bollinger Band over here, which is at 231, only then it will go back. But it will be only a wick touch if it happens. So I'm telling you, if it comes to 229 or 228, I'll buy the put and wait for it to fall.
Hmm.
Clear? Tesla clear? Any questions on Tesla? Anybody here? Gaurav had once talked about this chart today. Gaurav? TOU?
Yes, sir.
That's your chart. This is a day chart. Watch this on a monthly chart first. It's on the roll on a month. Why is it on the roll? Now you tell me this, Gaurav. Since you identified this, why is it on the roll right from May onwards?
So we're getting higher highs.
But why is it on the roll? It is making higher highs, but the highs are limited to about 80 or around 80. 80.5, it is getting itself limited, capped at 80.5, 80.5, 80.7. But why are we getting that high touching for the last 6 months? Right from May this month, this year, up to October. Last 5 months. Why? Any idea? What is this company into?
Oil.
Oil. Now tell me, does it give you a hint why it is touching a high?
Sir, maybe because that OPEC decided that they're gonna reduce the supply.
OPEC decided it's going to reduce the supply. The Russia-Ukraine war is affecting it. The oil prices are on the rise. So all the oil companies, manufacturing oil companies, refining oil companies are on the roll. Now this specific stock is showing you one level at which it is getting exhausted. 80.60, 80.70 on a monthly chart. Watch this on a weekly chart. The same thing,
Right.
right? Now, watch super trend being flat all the way from June. Mid-June onwards, it's absolutely flat. So, that means the price is going there, touching,
Bouncing back.
and then bouncing back. So, Gaurav, what trade will you do?
Bearish trade, sir.
You will be a seller at this level.
Right.
At 80.60, 80.7, 80.50. Sell and buy it again near the lower Bollinger Band or near the mid Bollinger Band at around 70. So I would be seller at about 80, buyer at around 70. I get my $10,
Yep.
right? Or since I can't buy options in this, so I can't buy a put, what will I do? I'll be a buyer around 70 and a seller at 80. Or the third option is, if this upward super trend gets broken out, if it touches 82 on a closing basis, I look to buy for an uncharted territory. I look to buy for an uncharted territory. Because that means if this super trend gets broken at 82, this will be a green trend support at 68, 70.
Correct.
So I can buy at 81, 70 as my stop loss and trade up. So weekly chart done. Look at the day chart. The trend has just changed. I told you this just now. I just spoke to you. If the super trend gets broken, here the super trend was what value? 76.42. Minute it got broken, the super trend has fallen below here at 70. Exactly the point that I was telling you about. Now, if you buy it here also, my first stop loss will be 73.50, which is the mid-Bollinger Band. And if I'm forced to put a gun at my head and buy, I'll buy this here at 70, 77, 78. Stop loss of 73.50. First target will be 81.81. Second target will be 84. Because 84 were touched over here.
Right.
So even if I get 84 at 78 or 77, I'm getting a 10% return. If I'm buying it today at 77 or 78, my stop loss being 73,
73.5, yeah.
or 73.50, I am keeping a $4 stop loss. And I'm keeping a 84 as my first target. Either 84 or even 81. So even if I get $81 on a $78 investment, I'm getting about $3, which is about 5%.
Close to 5%, yeah.
Close to 5%. So 5% in a week is a good earning capacity. Specifically, we're talking about stocks.
Yes, sir.
All right, guys. So this is the trade which was identified by Gaurav for us. We've analyzed this, and I give Gaurav the entire credit for finding this trade for us. This is one trade which you can take this week. Currently at 77.87. Look to buy it anytime at 77 or even the day's low of 76.25 at 76.50. Stop loss 73.50. Target 81 and 84. 81, 84, and if 84 gets broken out conclusively, or if 81 also gets broken out, 84
Trail
and
the
then,
stop loss.
Then trail your stop losses and look for a target of at least 87 to 90. Clear? Don't forget, oil will go up because you are already in the month of October. Winter is about to set in, and with winter setting in, oil prices will shoot up. Energy price sector will also shoot up. So now start hunting for energy sector stocks in a falling market which are holding up. In a falling market which are holding out, look for those stocks now.
Sir, can I request one more stock? Valero,
Sure.
VLO. It's a oil company, refinery.
VLO, Valero Equity Energy. Tell me, what are you seeing now?
Yeah, super trend is flat. So
Yes.
and MACD is also I don't know. It's
MACD is above the 0 line.
above the 0 line. Yeah.
The histogram has started falling. CCI is plus 67. Stochastic at plus 60, plus 60.
Yeah.
Right? Now, this is the monthly chart. So that's why I'm saying monthly chart. This is your
Support.
price, which it is bouncing back from for the last 6 months. 97.50.
Yes.
What would I do? I would buy at around 100. At 100, I would be a buyer. And at 100, if I'm buying, I'm keeping my stop loss as the mid Bollinger Band of 96.70 or $96. At $96, I am below my, or at $94, I am below the low of all the last 5 months. My low will not get broken that easily.
Right.
Right? So anything buying at about 100, 105, 100, 105 would be a good option to buy. 105 and 95 below as my, or 94 as my stop loss. First target over here would be 129.
129.
Right? And
Right.
thereafter, you are in the new uncharted territory, 129, 145, and thereafter, trail your stop losses.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Clear, sir. Thank you.
This is the monthly chart. Once again, not yet done. If you're happy with monthly chart, good enough. Otherwise, watch it on weekly chart also. See this? See the trend changing here?
Yes.
If this breaks out 120
It's a double bottom.
upward,
Yeah.
120 breaks, it will give you a big jump up. So on the first dip over here at around 105, put your buy order. 105, 103, put your buy order. Stop loss 94 or 95, whatever you want to do.
Okay, sir.
Right?
Right.
This is the weekly chart. Look at the CCI turning up. Look at your stochastic.
Yeah.
It has just
it's kind of
crisscross, 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 finally given you a green opening. Look at your MACD. Still to give you a crossover, but the crisscrossing has started. Weekly chart. This day chart gives you the image that this can touch
the super
up
trend.
to
Probably.
this super trend at least. The super trend is at 106.
And yeah,
So
that's what
you may not get an opportunity to buy at 105. If I were you, I would place my limit buy orders at 106 precisely.
right.
If it gets triggers on Monday or Tuesday, good luck. Otherwise, don't chase the stock.
Yes, sir.
Right? Because the price will come to touch the super trend down. You know your super trend is the 106.44, which is below your 20 moving average. Your 20 is 108.86. So I'll keep my order at 106.50 or 106 also. Because a wick at 106.50 or 106 may give me a wick touch.
Mhm.
A wick down, touch, fill my buy order, and then it will shoot out. Because the super trend will help me to bounce back from there.
Right, sir.
Clear?
Clear.
Hopefully it helped you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let's take the hourly chart. Same thing on the hourly chart. Check out where is your 200 moving average. $110.
On hourly, it looks like it turned up.
It's turning down. The super
Yeah.
trend has just turned bearish. It's
Oh,
turning
yeah.
down. Right?
Right, sir.
On the hourly chart, if you look very carefully, if this price crosses 116, 118 is the super trend. 116, 118, the VWAP and super trend will turn and this will shoot up. That is why at 106.50 or 106 is a perfect buying place for VLO.
Okay, sir.
Welcome, Abhijit. Welcome. All right. I was looking at one chart called Canadian Utilities. A dividend paying company, I think pays dividend every month. At its support level of 34. You see that? But the support trend is at 33.42. So anybody trading on TSX, Canadian Utilities Company Limited, you could look to buy it at about 33.50 or 33.42. This is a monthly chart. And a monthly chart, 33.42. On a weekly chart, just below the 200 moving average. But again, my price is at 34 or 33.40. That's around this level. My judgment is it may touch 33.40 and then move up. Because it is utilities, it will be required across. Day chart is of course looking very, very weak. I'm not going to even deny it. It just happened to see it, but whether you like it or not, let's check it out. You may not trade this immediately, but just for observation. But I think what Gaurav has suggested to us, that was a good chart to watch. That's
I had this on my
TOU.
list as well, but for the same reasons, I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, so I think TOU.TO, which Gaurav has identified, is a good stock to enter a trade next week. And for next week, The mantra is going to be simple. Now start buying the dips, but buy small. Be selective buyer of dips, but buy small. Here, identify stocks which have shown strength even when the market was falling. Enter those stocks first. But whenever the market reverses, those stocks will gallop away and you won't even get a chance to even capture one share of it once it starts moving. So identify those stocks which have fallen the bare minimum in the last 2 or 3 months. Identify those stocks, share them, or enter those stocks as and when you do your own due diligence and trade yourself. Second mantra, keep taking regular profits. Do not be greedy. Take regular profits. The world is fearful, so you are greedy in buying. But after that greed of buying, please be patient enough and control your greed and take small profits regularly. Small profits in bank is better than no profits at all. Or your profits getting wiped out. Small profits are better. It's an ocean out there. You will get many such stocks giving you repeat. Well, even here, when I'm saying buying on dips, the market will keep fluctuating up and down. You will keep getting multiple opportunities to buy all these stocks repetitively umpteen number of times. So each time you buy here, the next time you may buy at a slightly higher level. The third time you will buy even at a higher level. It will only indicate to you are buying at a higher level. That means you are in the right track. The stock is going up. But if you buy it here, first week, you sell it over here, second week you buy it here, then you are not in the right stock. So if you buy it here, sell it here, second week buy it here, sell it here, third week buy it here, sell it here. Each time you go up, increasing your buying levels. You are buying it expensive each time. That is good. That means the price is showing strength and is going up. All right. So any questions? I'm open, available for questioning, and anybody wants to ask me questions, feel free.
Yes, sir. We have received 3 requests from Kamran, and there is one more from our YouTube user. So
yeah,
Twitter, shop.
Twitter.
Yes, Twitter, shop. And
Yeah.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin also. Wow.
BTC.
Very good. So, all right. TWTR, Twitter. Twitter, you are receded primarily because Mr. Elon Musk has said he wants to buy you out. And that is exactly why you saw the, one second, what is this? Buy around 45. That is your super trend support zone. And then look for a target, first target of 52. That's one. Buy at around 45. Look for a first target of 52. The exhaustion on MACD has already started, so it is going to fall down. CCI has already curved down, and so has stochastic. It is going to fall down. What is the weekly chart saying? Well, just shot up now because of that tweet by Mr. Elon Musk. So no. 42, 43 is the first time I'm thinking of buying it. which also happens to be my resistance over here, this level here. So 52 is a very strong resistance which I'm seeing over here. If this gets broken, because look at this, at 52 here, 1, 2, 3, again 52 got touched here, 52 got touched here. See that? And 52 got touched here on October 26, 2020. All these 52 levels have acted as very critical levels of supports or resistances on Twitter on a weekly basis. So strong, I mean, use it as a dip to buy at around 43, 44 and get out at 52. That's my first observation on Twitter. Clearly. He's talking about 62 as a resistance, which is a monthly chart. And I'm looking at 42 as my buying price. 42 to 52. And if that breaks, then of course 62 is the next one. So Twitter is clearly a buy only at 40 to 43, only around that time. That's at the support zone, at the support trend zone at 44, 45. Yeah. This is the trend, support trend is at 45, so buy it around 45. And target of 52. So 45 to 52 is about $7 on a $45 investment. Gives you approximately about what? 6%? Or 12%? Am I right? Yeah, about 12% return. Which is the next stock after Twitter?
Shop.
I don't know why people are still holding on to Shop. No way. He wants to enter Shop now?
No, sir. Waiting for reversal.
Look, from a $23, $27 stock, what reversal is expecting to go to 150? It doesn't make sense. You're waiting for eternity. This is a monthly chart. You're waiting for eternity. You're talking about 160, 170 way back, almost 1 year back. You are at your 52-week low, not even 52-week low. If you look at it currently at 27, you are at 27 here, 29, 31, no. Yes. We're talking about June 2019, 3 years, 3.5 years. You come down to that level of 3.5 years. So you're at a 4-year low. And from a 4-year low, you want to bounce back. No way, no way, no way. Though if you want to take a fresh entry into Shopify, I could look at that. But if somebody is holding this, join the gang. Hold it for eternity. But wait for 3-4 years now. Look, weekly chart, 200-day moving average. On a weekly chart, 200-day moving average is above your price. Your 34 is above your Bollinger Band, upper Bollinger Band. On a weekly chart, that means you are as it is on a 4-year low and lower than that. So If you want to enter at 23 currently price at 27 or 23. Look for a target of about 40 and get out. But the trend is clearly down. Even on weekly chart, this trend is clearly down. So I don't foresee anything worthwhile even in looking at chalk. Very narrow trading range. Just look at it. And the range keeps falling down and down and down. It is not giving you a reversal at all. This is a day chart. Look at the day chart narrowing right from which angle? Right from here. 24th of May onwards to date, he is trading on a lowering range, narrow lowering range. So this can shoot out in either direction. But because it is at a 4-year low, the only direction it can shoot out is the upward direction. But when it will shoot out, I will not be able to identify that and tell that to you. 5 months of narrow movement in a narrow Bollinger squeeze is bad. It is bad. Kamal, which is the third stock?
So it's Bitcoin BTC.
Oh, yes. BTC USD? Or you want futures?
So BTC USD. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Anybody wants to compare this to Shopify? Compare this to Shopify. June 22 to here. Narrow band. Take the monthly chart now. You feel happy in the monthly chart. $63K and now $20K. 130 price. Where are you here? You were here 2 years back. Monthly chart, super trend, clearly down. And the downtrend has just started off. Wait. It can be, this is called distribution happening here again. Consolidation distribution happening. How much time it takes for it to come and fall down all the way to this level? To another 60% off. This is your level of support, 9,500. So another 10,000 points dip is highly possible. Why is it possible? Your 8 EMA has crossed over the 34 EMA, 20 is turning down, super trend down, Bollinger Band lower down, upper Bollinger Band expanding and flattening, MACD curve down. Look at stochastic. 3 and 4 and 5. It's at the rock bottom. If it goes further down, it will come to 2 and 1. But this is called consolidation and distribution happening. Basing of the calendar, of the candles. This is basing happening. Even if it takes a dip, a climb up, it will climb to 22, 23, upper limit, and again fall down. This is basically, remember this is a monthly chart. It is not able to cross 50% of this last big Bollinger Band. The high was 32,000. The low was 17,000. Right? The difference is almost 16,000. That means it should go to 25 and come back. What has it touched? 24,500, 25,000, 22,673, and 20,000. Each of the month, except for this month when we went to 25, this month was 24,500, 25,100, 22,600, and 2,400. It is reducing the high, lower highs on a monthly basis. The downtrend is clearly identified. Draw your candle, your trend line, or a line from, let's say, monthly trend line. Do you see it breaking it? Conversely, check this on a weekly chart. The trend will continue. Oh, sorry. Continues. Check it on a day chart. So anyway, trading Bitcoins, again, not my forte, but technically looks even weak even now. Right? Anything else? Anybody else wants anything, any other counter to be analyzed?
So there's one request from our YouTube viewer, BLS International SCRV. I think it's Indian stock.
Which one? ELS.
BLS International SCRV.
BLS.
BLS. Yeah, I have put in chat. B for
Bombay.
yes.
All right, BLS.
Third one. Yeah. It's on NSE.
Yes, it's on NSE. Is this Mr. Rajiv Tiwari who called up, who had message last time also?
No, this is from Asif Ullah.
Asif, all right. Because Rajiv had, when he had a message last time, his trade must have been in profit on Monday. I was just wondering, has he closed the trade or not? Anyway, that was
even I was watching it.
Huh?
Yeah, even I was watching it.
Yeah, so he must have made a good 50 rupees profit on one option chart, one option trade. All right. BLS International. Take the month. All right. Well, the monthly chart is very, very bullish. Weekly chart is showing exhaustion in the last 3 weeks. This is a weekly chart. It is showing exhaustion in the last 3 weeks. Right? Now, if this high of 303 gets taken out, then it gives you a fresh impetus of bullishness into it. Currently, if you look at it, MACD at the highest point and about to curve down, CCI at 127, which was over here at about 229, bringing it down. Stochastic at 81 and 81.65, it has turned in a negative direction now. 81.50 and 81.65, it's turned negative, or what we would call in stochastic is it's intertwining amongst itself. But that intertwining is right in this zone from here to here, right from April to October. Clear? The last 3 weeks is very clearly there is distribution happening on top. This is a doji, a grave, and a gravestone, and this was a dragonfly, but this was a doji. Now all these three are back-to-back weekly doji candles indicating distribution and basing of candles happening. That means there is distribution happening over here. That means somebody who bought this stock at the lower levels of about 79 or 100, or at this level at 65, is now getting out at 280. 280, 290, he's trying to liquidate it. Look at the high last week, 295, 287, 292. 292, 295 is not being able to cross. That is why I said 303, if it crosses, it will give you a fresh impetus of higher growth. So if the person, Asif, if he's holding it, I would say, buddy, a friend, look at liquidating your position at 297 or at 300. First, book your profits at 297, and if it crosses 303, then enter with 295 or 280 as your stop loss. First, book your profits, then enter fresh trade above 303 with a very strong stop loss, because now you are in an uncharted territory. Right? The day charts are much more clearer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at the 4. This week does not move at all. Not moving at all. The only saving grace is the 34 moving average, which is below the lower Bollinger Band, is planning to come in. The 8 moving average is about to cross the 20 moving average, so it will give you impetus to go up. So your upper Bollinger Band at 292 or 293, if it shoots out, 303 is your upper target. So anybody entering fresh, I would not suggest, at least not now. You want to enter fresh once it breaks the high over here at 303.60. So you be a buyer at 304 or 304.50 on a closing basis. That means when you see the price of 304 at about 15 minutes prior to the market closing, I would like you to buy that stock at that point of time. Don't buy the stock in the early morning of 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Buy it at the close of the day, near the close of the day, at about 15 minutes prior to the close. If you see the price at around 304 or 304 and above, you can be a buyer over there with a very small and a strict stop loss of 280. A $20 stop loss is a must here. A 20 rupee stop loss is a must here. 20 or 25 rupee stop loss is a must. But not before that. All right. Kamal, anything else? Any other queries?
No, sir. Thanks for covering those.
All right. So guys, that is it for me. The week that was sell on rise. The week that is going to come forward, buy on dips, but buy only at the edge. Identify your stocks which have shown strength over the past 2 or 3 months in the falling market, which have held their grounds, have not fallen much, because now at least I am expecting a reversal on the global front. So if the reversal happens, the stocks which did not fall much will really rally up and go up very fast. And once they start moving, you will not be able to enter the stocks in that time. But each time you decide to enter, they will have moved up. That means you will then be chasing the price, which is a very wrong thing to do in stock markets. Never chase the stock price. You better be ready, identify your levels, buy it at that level only. That is why we say buy it at the edge. Buy it with the edge of buying on the support. Right? Use weekly supports if required. Use daily supports if required. Wherever you see a strong daily and a weekly support merging together, that's the perfect zone to buy it. Third, keep booking regular profits. At the risk of sounding very repetitive, very boring, I don't mind. I would love to be called a boring person, but for the risk of being repetitive, keep booking your profits. Small profits are better than your profits turning to zero or turning to negative. So keep booking small profits as and when you get a chance. Right? With that, I wish all of you great trading week ahead. It will be a volatile week, a turbulent week, so be very careful. Sit on cash if required. That's also a strategy which is important to learn, how to sit on cash. If I have no other questions, all I can say is thank you very much. Have a great weekend ahead of you. Spend time with the family rather than thinking about the stock markets. Stock markets won't open up now. Except for Kamal and Munir, stock markets won't open up for anybody else. So please don't bother about trading with them. You trade your own trades. Take your own trades. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Vivek sir, and thanks for such hopeful analysis that market is almost nearing the bottom. So it's good time to watch for the dip and take positions. And also, just I would like to end with a good note that for those who are interested in trading futures, and on Monday, NYSE and NASDAQ is open. So yes, Munir, Vivek, and myself.
Good. That's good. Guys, one more thing. In case if people on YouTube are watching us, or those who have not joined us, who want to learn stock trading, get in touch with Kamal or get in touch with GMT on the websites. We will have our batches running shortly. Inquire, check out both our courses. They are structured courses which we will try and teach you to analyze and trade the way Kamal and we do it ourselves. A lot of people on the group, on the call just now, are all our students who are discussing it with us, who are understanding all of this, and who appreciate what it is all about. If anybody here has any comments to make, please unmute, switch on your camera and speak freely. I have no objections to you. Even if you want to abuse me, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I would like to add to Vivek sir, the courses that we take are over the weekends, and the topics are curated to share the analysis information and skill to in a structured manner. We make sure that depending upon your level of experience in the market, we handhold you from your experience level to a level where you could independently start doing your analysis and plan your trades, decide what trade to take based on the content that is shared in the course. So we have two courses for those who are new to the markets, stocks and crypto trading course, which covers fundamental and technical analysis along with hands-on learning for how to do analysis using indicators and some of the strategies which are used by over 90 to 95% of the professional traders. And we have second course, which is for those who have experience in markets. It's called Futures and Options course, and is for those who would like to make trading as primary source of income or as source of income, which could help them become financially independent. And the instruments that are focused in that course are options, futures options. And we introduce you from basics and help you to use the platforms and analysis to take your trades and plan your trades. So for either of these courses, if you need any information, please feel free to reach out to me or visit www.growmoneytrading.com or reach out to us on any of our social groups on GMT WhatsApp group, Telegram group, or Discord, whatever you feel more comfortable. So with that, we would, I think Munir has, Gaurav has something to share.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Right, great. So I just wanted to, take the chance because Vivek sir, said that I think we can, we have this opportunity to, even take the opportunity to abuse. But I think I don't want to level set the listeners that if you have expectations from stock trading that, you see on YouTube that people will give you 400% or 4,000% returns, that doesn't practically happen. I mean, I have taken the basics course. I had been trading for a good 6-7 years, and I still chose the basic course because you always tend to learn something new. So start, understand what the markets are about. And I think you always need to keep evaluating your choices. Even if you take the course and then decide you don't want to get into the markets, I think it's still money well spent because you are not on your own trying to, get into something where you have no way. There are people who are there to show you the light, show you the way, that whether this is going to work for you or this is not going to work for you. And trust me, markets will not make you a millionaire overnight. So please be cautious and get into safe hands before you get into the market. And that's why I'd say, if you're new, don't go by YouTube videos that say that you get 400, 4,000, or you become a millionaire overnight. I recommend GMT because I've taken the course and I have some sort of a background, and trust me, things that are taught will build your basics first, and that's very important. It's a science. So if you go to a doctor, you don't go to a doctor that says, what I dreamt yesterday, that this is how you get well. It doesn't work that way. You go to somebody who's certified, who's qualified, who has experience. Similarly, trading is, if you want to earn money, you've got to learn how it works, and there's method to madness, there's science. So please follow it, learn it, and then decide whether you want to go ahead with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. That was really very well worded, if I may say so. Very well worded. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gaurav, for sharing your perspective, your experience, and the benefits that you see taking our basic training course. And I would also add to that, in the batch which Gaurav had joined with us, we have not shared alerts to our members to take the trades, knowing that the market trend is such where it's more important to sit on cash, save the capital for the right time to enter the markets.
Correct. Yes.
So we are here to help and share our knowledge, our experience with the markets, which could help you to grow with GMT by growing your money trading with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kamal.
Thank you, Vivek.
So
Thank you, Gaurav.
with that, hope to see you all have a profitable week ahead and see you next week.